Hey everyone, Hive Zach here. Today I'm going to be showing you how I paint a Parasite of Mortrex. Matrix, however it's pronounced. This is a home-built kit from various parts. And so let's get started. Now the colors that you're going to need for this are the dark green ink by Games Workshop, the Liche Purple from Games Workshop, the purple ink from Games Workshop, bronzed flesh, same people, and the rest of the colors, pardon there's going to be quite a few of them, are metallic sequin black from Folk Art. Actually, let's just go through the Folk Art colors first. Terra Cotta, Teddy Bear Tan, yes, I'm using a teddy bear color, and Engine Red. We then have Sandstone from Delta Ceramic, a bright red from Apple Barrel Colors, white from Apple Barrel Colors, Concord Grape and Spring Green from Apple Barrel Colors, and Purple Velvet from Outdoor Gloss Indoor, or whatever this company is. You will also need a palette. This is just a plastic lid from something. I have no clue what. And some water. I'm using an old bowl. I say old because I've had it since I was a kid. So it just goes to show you, don't throw things away, don't sell them if you think that you have a use for them. We will also be using 4 brushes. This one is a Loew-Cornell 2037 round. This is a 5-0 from Atlas brush number Red Fox. This is a 0 from Atlas brush number Red Fox. And this is a 10-0 Atlas brush number from Red Fox. I'll be putting up a list if anyone didn't understand that. Alright. And of course you will also need your Parasite of Mortrex. I base coated him black, so pardon if it's hard to see. Alright, let's get started. Now our first step is we are going to be painting this carapace, and the color we're going to be painting those in is the Sandstone color. We will be using our big green brush. Alright, there we have our first layer. Wash off our brush so it doesn't get the paint dried in it. And we will just let that sit so we can put on the second layer. I'll try and pull up a better view of it. Alright. Alright, So that second layer has set. Also, change of plans. We are instead going to be painting the actual membrane of the wing. Also, I found a few mistakes and parts that I missed before, so I filled those up off screen. For the actual wings themselves, we are going to be using our bronzed flesh. This is one of the few GW colors I actually like the color of. So let's get to work on that. Also, we're going to be using several brushes for this. Just dropped my paint. Let's see, we are going to definitely be using this one for some of the larger areas. And let's use our 5.0 Atlas for parts like around up here and here, where we need to be a bit more delicate. Alright, give our paint a few good shakes, and let's get going. Alright, so there is our first layer of the base wing color. We'll now stop recording for a bit and let this layer dry. Alright guys and girls, I've managed to finish up the wings. We're filling up the areas with the bronzed flesh. As you can see, the lines are now much smoother, much closer to the actual fingers of the wings. Now, what we're going to be doing is taking our palette again. However, instead of using it as what we're pulling the paint directly off of, we're going to be using Terra Cotta for this. We're putting some on our palette. You don't need a whole lot. We are then going back to our big round brush. Getting just a bit of it there. And then we are going to just brush it onto our hand here so that we can get most of it off for dry brushing. I found this works effectively. If you have another way, then go right ahead. So now we're going to start dry brushing on the wings. What this does is it darkens the tone down and makes it much more appealing in my mind. The bronzed flesh is a really bright color. Alright, and there we go. The wings are now dry brushed to the right color. Our next step is to work on the hands, on the arms and fingers now. We actually are this time. Alright, so in order to do the arms, the fingers, and we'll work on them afterwards, but basically the most of the rest of this model, we're going to need this Spring Green by Apple Barrel Colors. So let's dig right into this. Alright, well you get the idea for this part. The rest of it's pretty small on the wings, so I'm just going to do that off camera. Alright, so there is the finished product of the Spring Green on the wings. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the rest of the body, which is mostly Spring Green, off camera. And then, so the next time you see this model, it will be much greener. And then I can get on to the next steps of the painting.